Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Debbie, and I am going to take you through this 15-minute Yin Yoga for your hips class. If you enjoy this channel, please hit the thumbs up button. You don't need any props for this class. It is an all levels class. However, if you would like to use some blocks, you're welcome to. I can show you when we get to that pose how we will be using the blocks. Otherwise, we are going to begin laying down on our backs. So make your way down onto your back any way that works for you. It doesn't matter how you lay. You can have both hands on your belly. You can maybe put your knees together. Just feel supported. And we're going to begin the class by taking 5 deep breaths in and out through the belly. So you're going to fill that belly full of air. So breathing in and out. Breathing in. Letting go whatever doesn't serve you for the day so far. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And then we will do one more breath in and out. Then if you had your knees together, just walk your feet in so they are underneath your knees, and we will lift up the left leg. Maybe just pull it into the chest a little bit. Just get a little stretch in the hip if this is your first movement of the day. And we'll take it into half happy baby. So you can grab your big toe, peace fingers around the big toe. You can either let the right leg drift off to the side, or you can extend it, whatever works for you today, or you can grasp the outside of the foot and just try and pull that knee towards the elbow, making sure you're resting evenly on both hips. And we will be here for about 2 minutes. So make sure you can breathe fully in and out, breathing in and out. And then just follow your natural breath rhythm. Making sure you're not going past your edge in this pose. If it hurts, back off. And just finding the right shape that works for you, whether it is your leg extended or the knee bent and tipping off to the side. Just making sure you're maintaining that nice, deep, full belly breathing throughout the practice. You might notice yourself relaxing a little further into this as you go along. And we will begin to release out of this. So we will release our foot, lowering our left foot down to the mat. And then if the leg was straight, bend that right knee, and we'll take it through to the other side. So we'll begin by pulling the right knee in to the chest / armpit, and maybe letting that left knee fall off to the side. And then we will grab a hold of the big toe with the 2 peace fingers, thinking about pulling that right knee towards the floor and pushing the right knee out slightly with the elbow, keeping that foot flexed. And if you straightened out your left or your right leg on the other side, feel free to straighten out the right leg too. And if this side feels different and it doesn't feel good to stretch out that leg, that's perfectly fine. Just keep that knee bent or leg bent and let that knee drift off to the side. Always making sure you can take nice, full, deep belly breaths, breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe you notice this side feels a little stiffer than the other side, and that's perfectly natural. Just take note, and that's it. And we will gently release the pose. You let go of your toe and let that foot come down. Maybe it feels good to pull both knees in just for a moment, and then we will roll over to one side to push ourselves up into a seated position. And we will extend the legs out long, coming into this diamond shape, more commonly known as butterfly forward fold. In Yin, it is called turtle forward fold. So we will inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale to fold forward and coming down. This is where, if you have a block and you would like to use it, you can place it down underneath of you and maybe relax the forehead on it. Maybe it feels better to put the block on the feet, grabbing around the toes. Maybe it feels good to put both arms underneath the legs. You choose what works for you. You don't have to put your head on anything. You can just let yourself hang and dangle here. Just make sure that you're not going past your edge and that things feel comfortable for you. And always that you can take nice, full, deep belly breaths in and out through your nose. Relax your shoulders, and maybe you notice that each and every exhale you extend down just a little bit more or relax more into the pose. And if you're higher up, that's perfectly fine. You just do what works for your body and what feels good in your body. Every body is different. Every pose is different. Every day is different. If you did have your head resting on a block or pillow, you can put that off to the side. We're going to push our way slowly out. So make sure to use hand strength and actually push your way up. Slowly, 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 one vertebrae at a time, and making sure that the head and shoulders are the last thing to come up. We'll make our way into a tabletop here. And this is just as a transition. And we will take the left leg forward in between the hands, coming into a low lunge. And this is where you might want to use your blocks or pillows to lift the ground up to you. And your hands can be on either side of your foot, relaxing the hips down towards the ground, making sure that right leg is extended to the back. And I like using my blocks here because it lifts the ground up to me a little higher. My arms feel quite short when I do this low lunge. And we're just going to breathe in and out through our nose. And if you feel uncomfortable, just back off a little bit. Make sure that your knee is directly over your ankle. And if it comes slightly forward, that's perfectly fine. We just don't want it coming completely over the ankle. And if this feels uncomfortable on your knee, just know that you can fold your mat under the knee, and that will help take some pressure off of the knee. Just let your hips relax down. Nice long neck, long back, and just let your belly drape on top of your leg. Maybe you don't use blocks here. Maybe your hands are just on the ground, or maybe you're down on your elbows, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody is different. This just feels better in my body today. And we're going to come slowly out of this pose, pushing our weight back into our left heel, and then pushing the hips back over the knee, bringing that left knee underneath, maybe coming back into child's pose just for that transition, while you bring your left or right foot up in between the hands. And again, if you would like, pad the knee using the mat on the other side, just folding it over so it's doubled. Using blocks, not using blocks, whatever worked for you on the other side may not feel the same on this side, and that's perfectly natural. We are asymmetrical beings. Nothing is perfectly symmetrical for us. Breathe in and out through the nose, letting the belly relax onto the leg. Keeping the knee directly over the ankle. And as we did so on the other side, we're going to push our weight back into our heel and then push our hips back over our knee, bringing that knee down on the mat. And we will transition into child's pose. So we'll take the knees as wide as a yoga mat, big toes together to touch, pushing the bum down onto the heels. And if it doesn't reach, that's fine. You can use a block and bring your heels to your bum. And then slowly walk the hands out and lower the forehead to the mat. And if you'd like to use blocks either to, put underneath your bum, that's fine. You can absolutely do that. We'll put a block here underneath my bum. And then also we can use a block to put our forehead on. So remember, it's your yoga practice. You do what feels good for you. Actually, the block feels nice underneath my bum today. Just let your body incorporate everything we've done so far in this practice. Letting your heart melt towards the mat. We'll begin to push our way slowly out of this, so you can walk your hands back in, pushing your way back up. If you had the block underneath your bum, remove that. Bring the knees underneath the hips, and we'll take some hip circles, going one way. Any popping, cracking, snapping, crackling, perfectly normal. And then we'll go in the other direction. And if this doesn't feel good for you, you don't have to do this. That's perfectly fine. Listening to your body. And then we're going to make our way down onto our back for a moment. Coming into Shavasana. This will just be a short Shavasana. Just letting our body incorporate all that we've put it through. Relaxing shoulders away from the ears, taking up space on your mat. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, if you'd like to come out, we'll take a big stretch and then roll over to one side, pushing our way up to seated. Bringing your hands to your heart center, thanking your body for taking you through this practice today. Namaste. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I do post videos every week, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll know when my next video is available for you to follow along. I look forward to practicing with you on the mat again soon. Have a great day.